Okay, so in my garage I've got this corrugated metal siding that I'm going to be mounting my cabinet to. So this may or may not apply to you, but here's the idea. I just got done assembling this and went together, it took me a while. The backing plates that take pegboard, you actually can have them face this way or turn around and face that way. Let me show you what I mean by that, by just looking at the back. I have the center one mounted with the pegboard facing more that way, so that when you put a peg through, you can actually have this whole thing mounted directly up against a flat wall, and this has room to go because it's kind of sunk in from the backside. If you use it on these, you'd be gouging into your wall, I guess. And that's, I wouldn't want to do that. So I kept this one this way, and then these two are the other way. So if I'm going to use pegs, this is kind of like the designated panel for the pegs. Now, the corrugated metal siding that I have, it's not a flat surface, so I could mount this up on the wall, and in between those outward facing corrugated pieces, there'd be room. So you could have all three of them like this. It doesn't matter. You can make it work either way. So here again is the center one where the pegs can work better. Okay, whether you're on a flat surface or not. The outside ones, the outside two sections, I've got them faced the right way. I don't know that there is a right way. I was trying to make out the instructions. It doesn't seem like they're clear. I think they mean to have the whole back panel flat, but I just thought it'd be good to have one flipped around. And then rather than having two shelves in the middle section, since I'm planning on using more pegs, this will be like the peg section, and then I can put something up on this shelf. And then I just took the extra shelf and threw it over here, so I'll have more room for small items. And then in this compartment, I've just got the two shelves in there. I've got a section for tall cans, and then maybe some grease jugs or whatever. So now, so what I was going to say, this center section, because I've got the back panel turned around, the little clippies to hold listen to me, to hold the shelves are facing backward. So I just punched them through to face this direction so that they work. And it totally works. And you can see actually this shelf is closer up to here, and they're back further because that back panel is flipped around. So I don't know, that's what I did. I forgot to put the washers down there first. So I'd take the doors back out. But once those washers are on the bottom, they swing pretty nice. Works pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post this little section of video on the front end so you can see it done and my explanation. If you want to stick around, it's going to be a long one, I think. So more power to you if you want to see me kind of make my blunders and put it together. I'll try to cut a lot of that junk out. Just kind of show you a few things. Hopefully I'll keep it under a half an hour if you want to stick around for that. But yeah, next step, I'm going to load this up, or hang it up on that wall section right there. And I got to move some stuff, obviously. Woo. I'm going to move that light. I'll probably take that, because it's going to go right here, the cabinet. I'm going to take that light and maybe attach it to the side of the cabinet. And then I might get another cabinet for over there and do the same thing, put that light on the inside of that cabinet. I don't know, we'll see. Welcome to my messy garage. And that's part of the reason we bought the cabinets. I'm trying to get my poop together and clean it up a little bit in here. So first thing a guy's got to do for a job like this is get rid of this creepy snow sled thing. I mean, at least turn it around. I don't like her looking at me. She's kind of creepy. Anyway, so we have the U.S. General hanging tool cabinet. We're going to see if we can get this together real quick and up on that wall over there. Of course, whenever I say really quick, I know exactly what I really mean, which is this is going to take twice as long as it should. So we'll see. Hey, that's kind of cool looking. That paint job on there, really kind of neat. It's not just a regular black. It's, I don't know what that is. It's neat though. It's textured. Hear that? Texture. So it comes in 2 boxes, obviously. Plenty of foam for packaging. Got a door there. 4 of those little panels. Another door. Another panel like that. Oh, a couple more of these smaller panels. Now I'm noticing there's no numbers or letters on these. So hopefully it's extremely obvious how it goes together. Some of them do say something, like this one says left door. Got your U.S. General emblem on there with a sticker that says do not remove. They want you to keep that information on there, which is a good thing because it tells you the weight capacity of each shelf. Alright, that's the end of this box. And I will use these to hold parts. This is another back. Split these up. Try not to scratch any of the paint before we really even get started. It's always a good idea to lay something down so you don't scratch the parts. Also, I've got these old kids foam pads. Kneeling on it, that really helps my knees. They're getting old, you start to... And don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm old, but sometimes I sure feel it. And compared to any 20-somethings out there, yeah, I'm old. Alright. Take care of your body. Make it last. This one says right side panel in it. That's good. We've got our destructions. We got hardware, a couple of brackets, left side panel, and then the last couple of things in here. Oh, they actually include a couple of pegboard hangers. And then we have the last 2 pieces. Right there. Alright, so we've got everything laid out. There we go. I think I'm going to get you a little closer here for detail. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, cool. Number 1, lay out the bottom panel, part number 12. To the right, wait. Part number 12, on your work area with the lip facing toward what will be the front of the cabinet. Number 12. Well, as I just exhibited, most of the parts aren't numbered or lettered. Okay, so we're going to be going on looks. Bottom panel, part number 12. They've got a picture of it here. It doesn't look particularly big, but I think, yeah, they cut the picture off. Look around for something that looks like a bottom panel. I'm thinking one of these two. One of them's probably the top, and one of them's probably the bottom. Is there a number? Part number 12. No, let's see if they're identical. That's the next step. Because I think one's the top and one's the bottom. All right. They look identical. Okay, so take one of them. Lip facing toward what will be the lip. So this is the lip. The side that's rolled would be the back, I guess. And this would be the lip, or is it the other way around? Lip. Lip is this one. Okay, so the part that's rolled around is the lip. So that's going to be forward. Got it. Attach the right side panel, number 7. Now it doesn't have the number on there, so I don't know why they number it, but it says right side panel right there, so that's good. To the bottom panel, making certain that the lip faces the front of the hanging cabinet. The lip should line up with the lip of the bottom panel. Insert 2 bolts, number 6, up through the bottom panel, then thread the nut onto the bolt. Wow, it's a little bit too much detail there. Anyway, let's get these out. Well, that ripped really well. It wasn't perforated or anything, but it worked really well. I'm really starting to think there's a little breeze, and I'm far enough away from the phone. I should probably go ahead and get my my little microphone attachment. So let's go do that before we get any further. Okay, we are back. We've got the microphone system operating, and I have a little one of them portable charger things hooked to the phone, so we should be able to operate until finished, which, gosh, I hope it doesn't take that long. Where were we? We were getting bolts together, and the only ones I see are this size, which I really kind of like, actually. Just keep it simple with one size of nut and bolt. That just really simplifies things. So I approve that message. And we were doing right side. Now, it's always right side as looking at it from the front, or right side if you're the thing. So let's see. I'm assuming, it's dangerous, but I'm assuming that they put that on facing up. So this would go on this side. So right side as if you're looking at it. So I'm just going to set this in here. And again, I'm assuming, and I'll read here, if this is supposed to go on the inside or the outside of the bottom panel. I'm thinking the inside, as in this bottom lip of the side panel will sit above this plate. And then this is a flat tip or Phillips head. I love that they give you both options. I've got my switch around guy here, screwdriver. So let's see what am I doing. And they've got a few washers, but not enough that you'd be using it with these guys. And then, oh, I see. Goes like this. That way, you're even if you're up against a flat wall, you'll have room. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm explaining that super well. I think that makes sense to me. That's not exactly what it looks like on theirs, but that makes sense to me. Would this fit in here that way? I wonder. It'll either be 2/3, 1/3 this way or 2/3, 1/3 that way. I'm only going to use one shelf. So what I'll do is these are about thirds-ish, right? I could come in a little more, maybe offset just a little bit. So let's do this one. A little too much there, I can hammer that back. So here would be an option. And what do we think here? Those would be my two options for shelf placement on this middle one. So the last of the hardware is just this little, the locking mechanisms and stuff that goes on the inside with them. We do have a few extra of these, but I do believe that they're just extra, except for this one, which needs to go back in. Okay, all right. Now what? Well, it would appear, at least. We'll see. For now, I'm working on these locks. We'll get this last lock done, and then we'll fix the washer for the door thing. If you can still see. Now you should be able to see. No problem. All right. Oh, I lost that one. Lost that fight. That's okay. Open, close. Texture side toward the door. Cool little washer. Little lever latch. Like I said, by the time you're done, you actually know what you're doing. Closed. Open. Yeah. All right, but we're not done because I made that omission. Back you up a little. There we go. Now it does have these mounting brackets. That I guess you'd put like this, I guess, and mount with. I'm not going to use these, I don't think. I'll call the cabinet assembled without that, but I need to fix these doors. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do one at a time here. And I'm going to try with both washers down there. That way one washer can stay on the bottom and one washer can stay made with the top, and the washers can rub real easy on each other. I think. That's what I'm thinking, at least. So we're going to have that one, that way. Wait. Remember, there's a grippy side and a more rounded side on these. I think I'm going to want the rounded sides facing each other so that they kind of grind past each other easier. All right, let's hook that in. Okay. Let's see how that, oh, that's nice. Yep. Check my gaps. I think both need to go down there. And it might say that in the instructions too, I don't know. But I like that. So we're going to try that again for the next one once I put this back in so I don't lose it. Boy, talk about self-imposed monkey business because I was just frustrated reading that manual.